Yo, what's going on YouTube? We are back with the Adept challenges. So I'm going through all the killers and I'm getting all the Adepts that I've not gotten yet, and Clown is up next on the list. But for this video, I want to do something a little bit different. I want to kind of focus this a lot more on talking through my thought process while I'm playing. Talking about what my plans are and what my strategies are and why I choose to do the certain things that I do. It's not something I stress too often, but I feel like it's something I might want to include more if you guys like it. So the build is obvious. We're running the 3 perks, and I'll quickly summarize what these do. Bamboozle basically just makes you vault faster and blocks windows. Up Goes the Weasel makes it so that the next kick within 45 seconds of hooking a survivor regresses a gen for a big chunk depending on its current progress. And then Chorophobia is a perk that basically just makes it hard as hell to heal if you're within the terror radius of the killer. As far as add-ons, we're running 2 extra bottles for a total of 6. And we're also running the add-on that gives us a aura reading whenever we are invigorated. So that's whenever we are using the yellow speed bottles, we see survivor auras. We're also burning an Agile's key because I want to get a decent map. And I think that's really all I want to say. Let's just hop straight into the game. Okay, Wretched Shop. I actually got lucky because they burnt an Eerie of Crows offering, which is like, gross. So this is actually pretty lucky. So I'm going to start out with speed. And I'm going to guess that they either spawned over there. They actually might have spawned over there off to the left. There's a few chances that I feel like based off like where you spawn, you got to like figure out where the rest of the map is. And they don't always spawn like as far. I feel like a lot of people think that like survivors will literally always spawn as far away as possible from you where you spawn no matter what. But that's honestly not even true. Like sometimes it's kind of like off to the side. You can honestly very good. Yeah, Dead Hard? It's very often that you can find survivors that are actually like decently close to you off spawn, because sometimes they just go to the side of you. It really depends on the map and also where you spawn, but like being able to know where to look off spawn is honestly really big. This guy just kind of died quickly. I don't even know what to say about this. This guy just kind of like fell over and died. That was weird. We're gonna speed up again. This will help us get around the map. It'll also help us find people once we're actually getting around the map. So now we're faster, and then also on our way to this, we're gonna keep throwing more bottles so we can keep speed up. On our way to this, we can see people like this, right? Maybe get some cheeky hits like that, Get some Pop Goes the Weasel value here on this generator since we have it up. Get rid of this real quick. I think we're gonna actually zoom back to this hook. This Meg looks like she's gonna rush the hook. I'm gonna throw a speed bottle. That was my last bottle for now. But I'm gonna use the speed to hopefully get it down on this Meg before she unhooks. And if she doesn't unhook, that's fine. If she doesn't unhook, then I'll reload. Because now we should be good. It doesn't look like there's much here. She'll probably use this window, so I'll gas it. Yep. But this slows her down. I can gas her again. And she should be dead. Dead hard? I don't think. Did she have sprint burst? I don't know. I don't know if she had anything. Unhook comes in. That's fine. This will be another hook. So, yeah, this is going fine so far. This is going A-okay so far. Nothing too crazy. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to gas her. And then, okay, so we know that 2 people are right there because they just unhooked. And we also know the last guy's there. That's really important, right? That's information on all 4 survivors. We're gonna go to the 2 survivors instead of the 1 survivor because there's 2 people here, and they're also not on a gen that just finished, right? That other guy is on a generator that just got done. So like there's really no objectives over there to pressure, whereas these guys were right on top of a generator. I mean, it ended up not mattering. I got stunned, so I'm gonna switch over and just take whatever the easiest hit is now, which happens to be this Nia. Still have 2 bottles. I'm gonna slow her down. She'll probably get this pallet throw. That's okay. We can kick it. She's slowed down too, so she'll get less distance. She also has a pallet there, so I'm going to gas it. And she should throw it. I'm going to mind game this. Nice Dead Hard. Okay, touche. Good Dead Hard. All right, if they ever try to play a pallet like that, where there's kind of like bad line of sight, honestly, even just doing that little mind game that I just did is really nice. I'm going to see if I can get this on top of it. Now it spreads to both sides, which is really good. So if she tries to run around the other side, she should get gassed. Yep, there we go. If you ever hit the top of an object with a clown bottle, it makes it spread on both sides of the wall. Like, for instance, if you wanted to on the left side and the right side of that wall, if you can get it to land directly on top of the wall, it'll spread down onto both sides, which is what I was trying to do there. I really need to stop the gen No, that's not good for my gatekeeper emblem. I need to stop gen progress and get a good gatekeeper emblem. This guy's probably gonna use his pallet. Yeah, this isn't great though. This is kind of the problem with Clown, is that you don't really have any early game slowdown. So there's a decent chance that they could just kind of slam gens like this. I'm actually gonna stay on this Nia. She's injured. Well, actually, never mind. There's a Meg right here. Never mind. You know what? I was gonna say I'm not even opposed to hitting this Jill, but you know, I'll take either one. I'll hit her real quick. Getting everyone injured is probably not a bad thing, especially because... Okay, you know what? She's, you know... It sounds like she ran into a wall, so it's time to go. You got Dead Hard? Yeah, no, you know what? This is fine too. You know, if you want to go running into walls, that's fine by me. I think someone just failed a skill check behind me, so I think that was actually colorophobia. That might have been colorophobia value, baby. I think that was colorophobia value. I think get fucked, but I'm not 100%. Where was that Meg? I'm gonna yellow gas the Meg. That way, when I pick her up, I get speed as well as aura reading. I don't know if it's actually gonna come in handy at all, but I'm actually gonna carry her down here. Okay, so here's a Jill. I don't mind hitting you. Because I still should make this hook. I mean, if you want to die for it, that's fine by me. That is A-okay with me. Because I still get it. I'm going to leave her on the ground. She might have DS. I don't know. I think getting Decisive Strike actually hurts your emblems. I think. This is a speed bottle. That was supposed to go further, but it's okay. I think I'll still get it. Yeah, I still got it. I think getting DS might hurt your emblems. I'm not 100% on that. But I think it might. So just in case, I'm going to try to not eat the DS. I'm going to see if I can down this Nia. We just have so much pressure right now. She tried to crawl into me so I'd pick her up. No, thank you. No, thank you. We have so much pressure right now, but I got to make sure that I get enough hooks, because that's another thing. You don't get... In order for me to get my Adept, I gotta get quad iridescence. So one of the iridescence requires that you get 9 hooks. So I got to make sure I get my 9 hooks. So I'm actually going to let this Jill get picked up. I have plenty of map pressure right now. I'm gonna instead just try to kill this Nia. Ooh, she greeted that. Interesting. She was like 99 healed. I should be able to slow her down again. Another thing about Clown 2 is if you ever want to throw like a direct bottle like I just did to that Nia, I know you got dead hard. Did you use it? Have you used it yet? I don't know. There you go. I guess not. I got it anyway. If you ever want to throw a more like line drive direct bottle, look down before you throw. That's a really good thing to keep in mind too. Because when Clown throws bottles, he like naturally wants to throw it at like an arc. But you don't have to, right? Like for instance, if I just throw a bottle right now, you see how it's like he like throws it up? He like tosses it up into the air, he kind of lobs it. You don't really have to lob your bottles, right? Like if you fully charge a bottle and then you look down, you like line drive it straight forward, you know? That guy was trying to play her on the back of that pallet way too much. This is where our add-on becomes really good though, Cigar Box. Because dude, I'm telling you, those aura readings are nuts, man. Like just being able to see the auras of the survivors and being able to tell exactly what they're doing. Like she was sitting a little bit behind the pallet there, which to me as an experienced player just tells me that she very obviously is going to try to make the play where she comes back and throws it last minute to stun me. Because that's a very common play, right? You basically go a little bit past the pallet, and then when the killer gets near, you kind of double back and then throw the pallet as he gets close to it. And then you get like a free stun. Oh, Megan. I'm going to kick this with Pop real quick just because it has a bunch of progress and I have Pop goes the Weasel up. So let's just do that real quick. Everyone's death hook now, though. Every single person's death hook. If you look down at the hooks on the bottom left, there's only 4 notches that aren't filled. And there's still 4 survivors. So that means everyone has 1 hook to go. I can hook this guy. I can kick that generate behind me with Pop, which also has a good bit of progress too. So that's going to lose a ton of progress. I'm going to throw a yellow bottle on it. I'm going to reload. That way I can get the speed. I'm going to kick it. And there we go. I know the Nia went over here, so I'm gonna throw a tracking bottle here. I wonder if she got in a locker. Nope, she didn't. She's right there. Yep, she's right there. Oh, the Jill's here. Again, I'm almost positive she has DS. I don't want to let her DS me. I really don't. I would really rather her not. I know you got dead hard? No? Yes? No? What do you want, gamer? Stop it. Stop it, gamer. Honestly, this should be it. This should be Adept. I feel like this should be Adept. I feel like we played this pretty well. I feel like there's not much we could have done better. I guess maybe if we don't get the 4K. I'm going to try to slug for the 4K, but on the off chance that something happens, that's going to be a speed bottle. She's trying to force a DS, dude. I'm honestly, I think DS hurts your emblems. I think it does. I'll wait out the DS. This might seem like some psycho shit. I'm going to wait out this DS, honestly. Normally, I don't care. Normally, I would just eat it. But, like, I'm pretty sure it hurts your emblems, right? I thought I remember, like, Googling. I literally... Okay, this is an embarrassing anecdote, okay? But I was struggling so much with getting the Leatherface Adept that I literally Googled the emblems, because even me with my 10,000 hours, I don't actually know all the details about the emblems. Hey, gamer. This is, again, the tracking gas coming in really, really handy. I didn't even use Bamboozle a single time, which is interesting. You know what? I'll use it right now, just because why not? There we go. Bamboozle, baby. There wasn't really any strong windows that I had to shut down this game, so... I said that Bamboozle was the best of the 3 perks, and I didn't even use it, like, at all, which is interesting. Oh, I thought you were going to go there, but I guess you weren't. We'll slow you down up there. That'll force a medium vault. She should die. There we go. Anyway, I was struggling so hard with the Bubba Adept that even though I had like 10k hours, I had to like literally Google. I had to Google how the emblems work, and I had to figure out what exactly gives you emblem points and what doesn't give you emblem points. That way I can like try to maximize my emblems or whatever, so I could just get the goddamn Adept challenge. It took me so many videos to get it. It was kind of embarrassing. But I'm pretty sure I read while I was Googling it. I think I read that a survivor wiggling out of your grasp gives you like minus 10 points. And I'm not sure if there was like a counterbalance to it. Usually there's like a counterbalance. Like maybe downing the survivor was like the counterbalance, but I thought it gave you like minus emblem points without even like a counterbalance against it. I'm not sure if that's right or not. I might be wrong about that. There's a pretty good chance I'm wrong about that. But now I'm paranoid because I can't remember. I think I got it. I think I got it. Let's see. I did. Let's go. Let's go. Bam, right there on the top right. Adept clown, baby. We got it. We in there. We in there like literal swimwear, baby. We're literally swimwear. Literally swimwear. GG's. GG's, boys. This is a fun one. I had a good time. These guys were like the perfect level of like challenging, but also still not like so challenging that they're impossible to, you know, to 4K and to get and to get Adept on. This is nice. This is a good game. GG's, man. GG's. I had a good time. All right, boys, we're going to do a victory lap game just because, you know, this is something we usually do whenever we actually get our Adept first try. This is a fun build on Clown that I like running. It's like a stick to people like glue build. I don't really know what exactly to call it, but essentially we're running a bunch of perks that makes it so that survivors should not get that much distance on us whenever we hit them. So, for instance, we have things like Save the Best for Last, where we get a stackable decreased cooldown after hitting somebody with a basic attack. So if we can stack this up, as long as we can leave the obsession alone, we basically do a faster cooldown after getting a hit, which means we can get back into the chase quicker, and the survivors get less distance. We have brutal strength, which lets us kick pallets faster. So when someone drops a pallet on us, or we have to kick a pallet, we do it quicker, and they get a little bit less distance. Dissolution is actually a perk that makes it so that when you injure a survivor by any means, for the next 3 seconds after you injure them, for 20 seconds, if they fast vault any pallet near you, then the pallet automatically breaks. And this can be really, really good with the rest of our build, where we're basically going to be sticking right on top of people. Then we also have Jolt, because this is just basically really good regression for any killer that has that downs with basic attacks, because it makes it if you down someone with a basic attack, all gens within a 32-meter radius of you explode and then regress by 8%. And then we're also replacing the tracking add-on with increased intoxication, so people are slower for longer whenever you slow them down. So that also helps us get distance on things like pallet kicks. So yeah, we're gonna keep the Azeroth key and we're just gonna see how it goes. So let's give it a try. Oh, we got gas heavy this time around. Okay, not too bad. This is definitely a lot bigger of a map, so it'll be a little bit harder, but I think that'll be okay. So same thing. I feel like they could spawn down in that bottom left corner. I think there's a pretty good chance they spawned literally right over here at this gen or this corner. I feel like it's pretty safe to bet one of these. This gen has some progress. Yeah, they're here. I'm gonna purple gas that. Ooh, okay, she had sprint burst. I was gonna try to force her into it, but this works too. This is the obsession, so we won't be getting any Save the Best for Last stacks, which is kind of a bummer, but that's okay. I'm gonna hit her with gas. If we can get her to throw this, we might be able to get dissolution value. Okay, so dissolution's active, right? So if she vaults this, it breaks instantly. So we'll see if she does it. I mean, it's either that or she dies, right? Goodbye. Dissolution is such a neat perk, dude. It's so neat. On killers like Clown, too, it's so much better because you can basically put people in dumb positions like that where they basically have to vault, right? Like, she had no choice. Okay, there was an explosion in there. Okay, the build's going back to this gen. But there's definitely some progress in this gen, so I kind of just want to go in and check it out. Maybe see exactly what's going on in Meow. I'll give it a little kick. I'll give it a little love tap. I want to kick out this wall too. Oh, I think there was two people in here. It looks like one of them ran out the back and then one of them ran out the front. I'm actually going to go for this Bill is what I'm going to do. That will probably freak him out and make him leave. If he didn't leave already. Wait, was Bill the one that got the unhook? Maybe Bill's the one that got the unhook. I was going to go after the Bill right now, but the Bill actually might have swung over. No, there's no way the Bill swung over and got the unhook, right? He was way too far away. The Bill must have kept going. I think that was what happened. I'm going to try to slow down this Kate. Slow down there, buddy. We're going to keep slowing him down. That's going to wear off relatively soon. Give him a hit once. Now dissolution's active. We'll see where it decides to go. I'm going to throw a bottle in front of him where I think he's going. He didn't go there. Bummer. Okay, same thing here, right? What's he do? If he doesn't vault it, he dies. But if he vaults it, dissolution, you know? Bro, dissolution on Clown is so good. It's so good. It's just such a good perk on Clown, man. It's like gross. You just put people in these dumbass spots where like they have no choice. Honestly, it's weird, but the correct play for them is literally to just die. Like you actually like, it's actually not good to vault the pallet because you're basically just saving the killer time because he doesn't have to kick the pallet anymore. But like, it seems dumb, right? Like no one ever wants to just fall over and die. I'm gonna speed myself up. She's got a lot of distance on me. So I'm just gonna keep speeding myself up. I'm actually gonna throw this one up over the top too. Gonna give myself just like multiple boosts of speed. Oh, there's a... Okay, I thought he was gonna go to that pallet, so I was trying to slow him down, but then he didn't even go. I'm gonna slow him down just because, you know, I don't want him to get that much distance. He didn't even throw that pallet. That's interesting. I'm gonna slow him down again. That was my last bottle, but again, he should have to throw this. And I'll try to do the same thing. I'll try to just force it. Or he'll go to the window and die. Okay. Sure. Sure, man. Sure. Whatever you say. I'll yellow bottle him on the ground. That way when I pick him up, I'll be faster. I don't know why he did that. That was kind of weird. He just like, I guess he wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Maybe he was just kind of like, maybe he's like a not look at the killer gamer. God damn, they're doing gens fast. God diggity with the goddamn. I'm gonna go check on. I'm gonna go check over here. I know we left the Kate, I think, over here. I didn't get that speed. That's really sad. We left the Kate over here whenever we let her unhook earlier, but there's nothing here. She must have left and did a different gen. I kind of want to check on that inside gen too. I know they got some progress on that way earlier. There's also a boon. Okay, I'm gonna go check on this. Maybe going back to the hook there was the better play. Because I guaranteed know there's two people on the hook. That's the obsession too. This is actually not a good chase at all. What a shame. Like, this is the thing that's tough about Save the Best for Last. This is why I'm very torn about Save the Best for Last as a perk. Like, I like it. I think it's fun. When you can actually get it going, like, if you can get the stacks going on it, it's a really, really fun perk. But sometimes getting the stacks... I just saw that crow fly over there, so I know there's something here. I mean, I would have assumed they were here anyway, just based on like, where they unhooked. But that crow basically confirmed it. Where are you going, David? Anyway, Save the Best for Last is tough, because it's like... If you don't manage to... Oh, there's a... Oh my god, what's happening? If you don't manage to, like, basically leave the obsession alone, like, if you find the obsession basically at all, then you find yourself in these weird spots where, like... Oh, hit him. And he threw it. Well, you might be able to get dissolution here. Actually, he's just gonna leave. This build just kind of holds W. This guy does not really try to play pallets at all. He kind of just holds W. Is there a pallet here? There is. He didn't even throw it. Might throw this one. Yeah. Wow, he played that pallet. That's actually surprising. We'll down him real quick. Okay, now we got a lot of Save the Best flash stacks. Like, you see how fast that recovery was? That was so quick. That's kind of like the power of Stabiffle. It's just like again, the issue is that, like, if I find that Meg now, I basically have to just leave her alone, which is not very good feeling, you know? I don't like the whole, like, oh, you found a survivor, but too bad. That's the wrong survivor. You can't chase them, you know? Like, that's not a very good feeling. So, I'm not crazy about Save the Best for Last. Again, in this exact build, I feel like it's almost necessary for what I'm trying to do. But man, sometimes this perk is fucking painful, you know? I'm gonna kick this real quick just because it's kind of in the way. I could have maybe dipped back into my speed boost a little bit. Okay, if you explode a bottle of gas on the window, it does the same thing as what I said before. Like, if you guys remember, I said before about how if you blow up a bottle on, like, the top of a wall, it'll spread to both sides. Same thing with the window. If you blow it up in, like, the windowsill, I can't really force it. I could have maybe forced a dissolution there, actually, but probably not. Same thing about windowsills, though. If you explode it, like, kind of in the window, like, right... That wasn't it, actually. That was too short. If you blow it up in the window, though, then you can kind of, like, force it to basically... That actually wasn't dissolution. No, it was so close. Dissolution just ran out. Man, God Pallet kind of saved her there. That's unfortunate. She'll probably just throw this too, right? Wow, she didn't. This is really dangerous. That could slow her down. Just kidding. This is really smart. I'm gonna try to bait this vault. Yep, she'll die. It's pretty obvious that she's gonna go for that shack vault because it was literally all she had. So I don't know. That was actually really good though. She did a really good job of, like, stalling out that chase for a really long time. That gave them a lot of times to basically heal up. Like, they basically healed each other up, and then they're probably all on gens right now, getting a good bit of gen progress. So I wouldn't be surprised if both of these gens pop. I'd be very surprised if at least one of them didn't pop any second now. I'm not sure which one. This one clearly has a lot of progress. I'm assuming maybe the main building gen? Yeah, it must be main building gen because this one has, like, none. I'm assuming main building gen might be popping soon. Oh, that didn't get him. Oh, he kind of swerved it. Swerve. Oh, this pallet's still here. Oh, he's got live. Oh, I'm wasting all my bottles. I'm just not hitting him. He's not going where I think he's gonna go. This guy's doing a really good job of being like kind of unpredictable. This guy just really wants to avoid gas. Like that pathing was actually terrible, but he like avoided gas. So like, I guess it worked for him. This guy just really didn't want to step in gas, which is interesting. Like this man's like, the floor is lava, but with clown gas. Like this man was going to avoid everything to not step in that gas. Same thing here. We can force a solution value. This isn't even really a clown thing. This just feels like a, just feels like a killer thing. He basically has to vault this or he dies, and if he vaulted, he still dies. See, this is actually the correct play. Like he's doing the correct thing here. Honestly, just letting yourself die is honestly the correct play. Because I don't know if you guys know this. If you're maybe newer to killer, you might not. But the survivors can actually see the dissolution on the on like their HUDs. It basically shows up on their screen and it says like, hey, dissolution's active. And they'll basically know that if they vault a pallet close to you, it'll break. If they know what dissolution is anyway. The little icon shows up. So if they're aware of what it is, then they'll know. So, assuming that they're knowers. All right, how you gonna play this? You're gonna not vault it. Okay, I'm gonna hit you. I wonder if she got my speed boost. She might have. I'm not sure. Gonna vault in. Nope. Gonna run towards Shack. Yep. Gonna die. Yep. Gonna hook her real quick. I think she's on death hook, so I think we can just hook her and kill her real quick. These guys are definitely gonna get some people out though. We definitely weren't able to kill these guys quick enough. Realistically speaking, these guys just kind of played this very efficiently on a really big map. This was really this was kind of a really tough one. This is one of those games where I feel like if I wanted to win this, I maybe would have had to focus like much more on like macro play, like protecting the right generators and stuff like that. But I didn't. I kind of played a lot more chill and kind of just played however. Although, Megan, no, touche. Bill's here. We should be able to get out just fine. Even with save the best for last and all that stuff, there's no way I can catch up to that. So he's gonna be gone. And I think David will. I'm not sure if David's looking for hatch or exactly what he's doing. He's currently on the mend. He mended. He just mended somewhere. Huh. I'm not sure what he's doing, to be honest with you. The other gate is actually over there. I feel like he probably went deep into the map to mend. And then maybe look for hatch. That'd be my guess. Well, there's hatch. So we can close that. But like, if he made his way back to the gate now, then I basically just lose. Well, I lose him anyway. So we're gonna go back to this one. Because he's injured, so he can't get past us if he's not here. He's not. So he's got to either make a move for the other gate, which I can't really see, which is kind of a bummer. Oh, no, he did. Oh, he did make a move for it. Okay, touche. I think he's going to get it open if it's not already open. No, it's not. It's actually not open. Interesting. Wait a minute. Wait, what's he doing? Or wait, maybe someone else made a move for this. This actually might have been way earlier. Yeah, because I think he just ran out the gate. Actually, I think that was worked on way earlier. Never mind. I don't think that was the David at all. So interesting. Like, funny enough, we actually had a way better game for our Adept challenge than we did our actual like real build. I mean, these guys just happened to be better survivors. They played like really efficiently and they just did gens really well. And also like their chases weren't even actually that good. They kind of just played more efficiently. And again, that map is just so big that as long as they spread out and kind of run to corners every time I chase them, it's really hard to pressure the map well enough. Like again, what I needed to do if I really cared about winning was hold down an area of the map, hook survivors maybe like near the gens and stuff, and try to play a little bit more like sweaty in the macro department. And honestly, maybe that's what I should be doing in these kind of videos. If I'm going to be like commentating my own gameplay and talking about like what I do and why I do it, maybe I should play some games where I play a little bit more like, I don't know, quote unquote sweaty and tryhardy. Would that be something you guys are interested in? Is that something you guys want to watch? Maybe. I feel bad sometimes playing like overly sweaty, but I feel like it would be good for the sake of learning. Man, I don't know. Either way, I had fun this game. I had fun regardless. This build is fun. I think just getting value of dissolution is just so fun to me. Like, this perk is just so neat. And I think it's so interesting, and I just like getting value out of it no matter what. So I had fun. GG's. And well played by these guys. All right, boys, that's it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys liked it, feel free to give it a like, sub, and all that stuff as well. If you guys enjoyed it or don't, I don't care. It's up to you. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your night. I'm out of here. Thank you. I'll take care. Thank you. Thank you later. Thank you.